to the stream. Hey, this is stream 8 of Night in the Woods. Where did we leave May last? I don't remember. It was the day after the Harfest. May was worried about the kidnapping that happened at the Harfest. So let's get into it. See what happens. Yes? Yes. There's our young heroine, May Borowski. Alright, let's check out what's going on in Laptop Land. Ooh, everybody. Away message. Planets are to be pitied as they cannot know how big and cool they are. Dr. Kathy Conklin, National Astronomy Agency. Dude, my mouth tastes weird this morning. Like a tire. I'll be at work trying to wash it out with whatever's in the cooler. Last night inspired me. For longest night, I'm getting you a library card. You're welcome. That's right, we went to the library and looked at spooky happenings. I found 3 spooky happenings in history. Scientists, rising sea levels will increase shark attack frequency for obvious reasons. Did you say shark attack? Alright. Hoi! Hey, bird. Sorry I'm always rude to you. Morning, sunshine. You feeling okay? You look a little limp. Yeah, weird dreams. Weird night. You say weird a lot. Just being honest. You taking headache meds? They're in the bathroom cabinet. Yeah, I am. They're kinda working, kinda not. Well, maybe you need more sleep. I mean, more than 10 hours or so you already get. You've always been my sleepy girl. Oof. What did you do last night? Went to the library with B. That sounds nice. It was. Weird? Interesting. Okay, gotta go. Be safe, hon. Take it easy, you really do look a little tired. Getting up makes me feel better. Me too. Maybe it's a good day to get out in the fresh air. I'll let you know. Bye, sweetie. Nice and sunny today. I hate rainy days. Just want to never leave bed. I love them. Nice and gray. Sun's too bright sometimes. Need some cloudies. Gloomy little eel art you are. Eels, Mom. Eels, honey. Alright, I'm out. Bye-bye, sweetie. Yeah, I'm out. Hey! Farming. I could farm. If I stay in town long enough, I could see getting into the farm life. The problem with farms is the amount of poop. Like, even if you don't have animals, you actually buy poop or something and shovel it all over the place. It's madness. It's poop madness. After this, a few miles and you go under the highway. And it's just rolling fields and farms. I miss the corn mazes this fall. And the haunted barn in Brittle. Always next year. For campfires and corn dogs. Weird that town ends like, bam, right here. There's like a line somewhere that no one can see. But you can put it on a map. You're not lost, you're here. May is if not consistent with stepping on mailboxes. Hey Selmers, you were great last night. Aw, thanks. Having you to bounce ideas off helped. I'm good for that. Want to hear a new poem? Sure. This is a short one. Because I'm tired. Me too, so that works out. I got mad one time. It was online. I've been mad on the internet before too. It's crazy making. What were you doing at the library? I go to the library. No, but seriously. I play a mean banjo clawhammer. Oh, I play a mean banjo clawhammer. Okay, really? I play bass. We should play together sometime. You know Long Black Veil? Yep. You know Tom Dooley? Yep, my dad likes that stuff. You know Wheeler Garden? Nope. Eh. Wonder if the squirrels ever steal undies. Hey little girl. I'm a legal adult. Oh, sorry. Who are you? Liz, I used to live here. Where? This building right here before you were born. Why did you move away? Went to school, wandered off, I guess. Do you like it better where you live now? It's nice. Possum Springs is nice too. I think it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, pretty alright. When I was a girl, about your... I'm 20. Height. I used to lay awake at night, worried that statue would come to life and climb in my window. Oh geez, that's spooky. You never want someone hanging around outside your window. Not magical evil statues, at least. Yeah, nothing evil or magic should get that close. I live in the attic. No one can get to my window. That's good. Not even vampires or warlocks or skeleton men. I'm glad we had this talk. Me too. See ya. Where are you, Mr. Chazikov? Ma'am, inside. Methinks I spy a tunnel shark. Scary monster in the dark. Holy crap! I didn't really see it. Please don't listen. Whoa! Hi down there. Ahoy there, May. Is that Mr. Selby? What are you doing in a boat? In the tunnel? In the late afternoon? What are you doing home from school? You answer first. It's my side hustle. Selby Salvage. What's that? I'm a junkman, May. Are you not mowing lawns anymore? Oh no, I'm still doing landscaping. But I'm also a purveyor of fine goods for the discerning antique enthusiast. Okay, side hustle, yeah. You want to come along? But right back into the tunnel? Gonna be a short trip today, but might be fun. Sure. This probably isn't smart. It's pretty safe. I just need a second pair of hands. Usually I take one of the kids over there. Hey teens! I'm going on this boat now. Just saying, like if anyone should ask, I got on this boat with Mr. Selvey right here. Okay, thanks. What was? Okay, let's go. And lots of folks from somewhere else drive past. Between Fort Lucine and Willow Grove. And they like going to antique shops out here. I think they think it's exclusive or something. And that's the side hustle. Wow. Do they know it's garbage? It's not garbage. Sorry. Here, we're coming up on one now. You'll see. This is garbage. It's an island of garbage. Your garbage is my priceless antique. Once it's cleaned up a bit, look around, find something. Is this thing safe to walk on? Oh yeah, here's a sediment and rocks and junk. Haha, you called it junk too. Find anything good? I am going to take... What is this? Huh, big axe. Do I want a big garbage axe? Yes, yes I do. It's so big and axy. Find anything good? Killer garbage axe. Oh, nice. Looks like an old fire axe from somewhere. Axe murderer garbage axe. Yes, you could convincingly murder someone with this. Have to sharpen it first. Oh, I'll sharpen it. Planning on murdering someone? I keep my options open. Oh dear. And somehow, he ran over his own foot. No. With the mower. Ah! Yeah, he's got a limp now. But he still comes to work. Jeez. Gotta work. Oof. Okay, so remember how I said I needed a second pair of hands? Oh yeah, what was that about? So there's a little panel back where you are. Gonna need you to use it and move this light up here. Are we... Wait, why? We got bats down here. So... I don't like bats. But bats like bugs. And bugs like light. So you're gonna shine that light all around them and get them to scatter. Looking for bugs. They mostly go away for a while and then they scatter. Oh, okay. Now get ready, we're coming up on a place they like to cluster together. Okay, I got it. Here we go. Up above me. Wow. Did most of them leave? I think so. Sure were a lot of them. I hate them. But bats are cute. They are not. Can I take a bat home? Ain't no bat getting on my boat. Sooner swim back than have a goddamn bat on my boat. Okay, no bats. No bats. Alright, we're coming up on another island. Garbage hoe! You gonna look around? No, I'm gonna hang out in the boat. Of course I'm gonna look around. Hehehe. You're sarcastic like your dad. Do you still talk to my dad? Oh yeah, I get my meat from him once a week. Last fall, us and some of the boys from the factory days went up to Studer's old hunting cap. You get anything? Ed Gress got a 6-point buck. Oh, nice. Alright, let's go. We got a schedule to keep. Oh my god. It's a coconut monkey. Like the one Granddad brought back from Hawaii. Do I want this coconut friend? Let's look around. It's kind of stinky and soft. Holy shit. Dracula teeth. These are so rad, I could totally be a Dracula. Of all the false teeth in the world, Dracula teeth are the best. Should I take these excellent Dracula teeth? Bleh! Why do Draculas say bleh? I'm gonna put these in and find out. Should probably clean them first. Find anything good? Dracula teeth. Oh, wow. I remember these. They still make them. Now there's a market that never goes away. People will always want to be Draculas. I don't want to be a vampire. No choice. I'm gonna put these in. Oh God, please don't. They're disgusting. Gonna bite you. Alright, let's keep going. Bleh! And that's how I saved Longest Night. Haha, wow. Did you ever tell your kids? What? No, it spoiled the magic. Did they ever notice your next car? If they did, they never said nothing. Did the cops ever catch the guy? Oh no, he's still out there. But he ain't coming back anytime soon. Wow, great story. Alright, we're coming up to on another bat nest. Do bats have nests? Whatever, get the light ready, shine it up there and get rid of them. Aye aye, sir. Here they come. Wow. Did most of them leave? Ah, I don't think so. I couldn't really see them. Oh boy, they're still here then. Hanging there. With their beady eyes and fangs. And wings. Why do you hate bats so much? They're horrible, that's why. Coming up on another island. How many of these are down here? Oh, I ain't counted. Seem to find new ones all the time. And lose old ones. Spooky. We're pretty far back now. It's always a bit spooky. Whoa, old trolley car over there. Yeah, we're getting close to where the flood really hit hardest. I can't imagine this place still up and running. It was quite something. Had a sense of going somewhere. Yeah. Way back when they got these new trolley cars, they were designed by some company overseas. Big and fancy, like France or something. They are pretty. Yeah, they still got their charms. You gonna look around? Sure. Oh, huh. Wonder how old this is. It's pretty soggy. What sport even is this? It's a sports mystery. The worst kind of mystery. It's pretty though. Do I want this thing? No, we don't even know what it is. It's gross and I don't care about sports anymore. Oh, nice! Football, our official religion around here. I could totally wear this. It's functional. I could totally wear this in the winter in case I slip on the ice. I could wear this if I was in a fight. Could probably stop a bullet even. I don't know. It smells inside though. Do I want this thing? Yeah, at least we know what it is. It's functional. Alright. Find anything good? Football helmet. Oh, you sure you want that? Did I finally find something you want? Well, I mean, it's cool. You take it. No, it's alright. It's your boat. It's your garbage. You can have it. No, that's fine, May. No, I think you should have it. No, May, you take it. Take it. I don't want it. Neither do I. Take it. It's yours. God damn it, you take this effing helmet. No. Ah, you go straight to hell. Are you okay? Yeah, sorry I yelled. Me too. You happy with your helmet? Yeah, it's functional. Any more bats to get rid of? Nah, they don't come back this far to sleep. They fly around a good bit back there, though. Back here, though. Unless you clear them off before you get here. Where even are we? Almost to the fire platform. Oh wow, is that where we're going? Yeah, don't think we got rid of enough backs back there for them not to be a problem back here. Oh, sorry. Ain't no worry. We'll head on out to the far platform. Here we are. Wow. So that's it. That's the other mural. It's so... Yeah. Yeah. Basically the only thing back here that survived the flood. I just think it's nice that it's not gone. Yeah, I guess. Forgotten maybe, but not gone. Well, not forgotten yet. I wonder if in like 500 years some archaeologists will find it. I wonder what it meant. Sometimes I think in 50 years no one will know what it meant. Places can't control how they're remembered. They just hang out and then fall apart. You okay, May? Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna look for a minute. Take your time. Thanks for joining me. That was great. I could totally do this as a job. Oh no, a competitor! I'm gonna get me a boat and go find some trash and sell it to the rich dorks. That's the spirit. Take care. You too. Good luck. Well, that was fun. Hey, you free? Maybe. Want to go on a quick adventure? Don't you have a job? Pastor's gone. I'm going to skip out. Oh yeah. Let's skip work. Only I'm skipping work, hon. Oh hush. I'm an accessory to the crime. Also, not a crime, sweetie. I don't think I've ever been up here. We used to come here all the time. Did we? No, we as in my friends and I when we were your age. Oh, okay. I'm not used to you using any other Wii's. Believe it or not, I've had several Wii's. Huh. This is nice. Used to be a lot more trees around up here. They got cut down when they put in the towers. I don't remember that. You know, all kinds of things happened before you were born. What? Some minor parts of history took place, yes. So what is this place? Jenny's Field. Ever heard of it? No, I don't think. Back in the 30s, there was this woman and her daughter walking here, and the woman's daughter is in front of her, and then she's just gone, like disappeared. What happened? Turns out there was a sinkhole that opened up when a pillar collapsed in the mines in the hill. Jeez. Yep, no one could see it because of the grass. Her name was Jenny. This is Jenny's Field. They never found her. Just whoosh, gone. So, wait, why are we here? What? You're not up for a little risk taking? Ah! What's wrong? I thought it was the sinkhole thing. How about that? Okay, what is that? For some reason, before Unified pulled out, they brought this old lime furnace up here on the mountain. Why? Who knows? Unified did a lot of things. Looks like it's been here forever. It's just sunk into the ground a lot. Like Jenny, but slower. We used to climb up there. Wanna try? Oh, sweetie. I had you and also a lot of birthdays and donuts since then, and not much climbing. So, good thing this chimney is sealed up here. Haha, yes, good thing. What can you see up there? It's been a while. Uh, Possum Springs and most of the valley. What does it look like? Like someone dumped out some blocks. Sounds about right. I remember I couldn't tell if being up there made everything feel bigger or smaller. It's a weird feeling. Yeah, I know that one. I used to have a dream when I was your age, where I was in the big parking lot out by the tracks, and I'd start running, but there was always more parking lot. Hmm, what do you think it meant? I don't know. Feels weird to tell you what your dreams mean. Why? You're my mom. Fair. Why did we come up here today? Well, I was hoping you'd fall into a sinkhole, obviously. That didn't work out. Drat. Guess I'll just have to keep you. I couldn't see what your expression was when you said that. Do you need to? No. Well, see you at home. Hey! Hey, an achievement. Well, this has been a busy day for me. Just got to go garbage picking. out to Jenny's field. What other adventures we can get up to? Getting kind of cold, huh? Yeah, nip in the air that night. I like fall when it gets cold. Me too. Real pretty out as well. I used to cry at fall trees when I was a kid. Why? Because they're so pretty. I did that when my daughter was born. You have a daughter? Yep. Where is she? Sorry. It's fine. Hey, Jen. Hey, May Borowski. Yeah. What are you doing back here? Does Greg know you're back? Nah, just here for a day. I had to pick some stuff up from Greg's mom. Hauling back to school tonight. Ah. Didn't you go to school? What are you doing here? Dropped out, kinda. Oh, sorry to hear that. Whatever. What are you going for? I want to do fashion design. Is that a job you can get? Theoretically. You still go crossbow hunting? Greg used to have a crossbow too, I think. Yeah, I still hunt rabbits and stuff. Nothing big. Didn't get much chance at school. I was shooting at that tree over there. Then I noticed there was a dude sleeping behind it, so I stopped. Oh yeah, that's Bruce. He's nice. Well, I'm just glad I didn't accidentally put a bolt in his face. Oh yeah, that'd be bad. Well, it was nice seeing you. You still see Greg sometimes? Oh yeah, all the time. Well, tell that cousin of mine he needs to come see me out in Bright Harbor. Sure thing. See ya. Take it easy. Jen, Greg's cousin, okay? Hey. Hello. I'm May. Hello, May. I'm Salim. Are you a busker? Are you busking? What's busking? I don't know. I think it's when you play outside and people give you money. Are you gonna give me money? No? Then I'm not busking. Cool. Drawing something? Yeah, drawing a bad guy for a movie. Have you, like, filmed anything ever? I made a little movie with my phone, and I pirated some movie programs. It's real bad. What's it about? Um, lady finds a window in her wall that wasn't there before, and it's like looking at her backyard, but it's always sunset. And there's a guy standing there she can't quite see. Jeez, that's actually kind of creepy. Really? I am creeped. Oh, thanks. I thought it sucked. Where'd the idea come from? I like a lot of horror movies that are really gory. But gory isn't always scary. So I was thinking of what's scary. And I don't know. You're at home, but there's something new, or maybe you just never noticed it before, and there's someone strange very nearby, and I don't know. What? Nothing. Creepy. Alright, I'm off. See ya. Later. Okay, yeah, the rats are out in full effect. There's a train. I can't believe they just leave the bad stuff in there. What if someone steals it? What if the building falls down? I should start taking Greg's base home. Just, in case. Hey, B. Hey, May. I think I'm gonna burn this place down. Oh, cool. But also, maybe it might have consequences? We could take the insurance money and, not do this. What if you get caught? I saw a show where they caught someone doing that. You're going to burn this place down for me. Oh, cool. But also, maybe I'd go to jail? No, you have no motive. No one would suspect. So work's not going well? Okay, I'll actually do it. Please don't actually do it. Okay, fine. Did you want to check out the graveyard? Nah, not today. Okay, well, let me know. I do want to check out the graveyard beat, but I haven't finished talking to everybody yet. So, I said I could, take you up to the park. You did indeed. You ready to go? Nah. What's in the news? Yeah, I'm sure it's just Thanksgiving. Aw, geez, we need the yams. Better get them now before they're gone. There's gonna be like yam riots because not enough yams. Worse reasons. Hey, you never told me why you were feeling down the other day. Do I gotta tell you everything? Nah, nah. Just asking is all. Well, ask someone else. Okay, okay. Take it easy, guys. What's up, kid? How's it snacking, Falcon? Just kicking it. Drank too much chocolate milk. And I was throwing up when the light bulb delivery came. I had to sign for it while puking. Jeez, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Just flew too close to the sun. The chocolate milky sun. So what's up? Just saying hello. Cool. Seasonal snacks. Hello, birds. Ah, birds. Whoa, pentagram. Doesn't prove anything, weird teens. Spooky, though. Weird teens I met. And we found one pentagram. Hello? Hello. I'm May. Sadie. What are you doing up here? What are you doing up here? Exploring. I mean, do I need a reason? Nope. Did you know this is the only stage in town? That's not true. We just did a play at the hardware store. We used the counter as a stage. Okay, this is the only stage in town that's only a stage. Looks like no one's played here in a long time. Yeah, been a few decades. Are you gonna, like, put on something here? Oh, I don't think anyone's gonna be putting anything on here. At least not anytime soon. No electricity, probably structurally unsound, infested with rats and pigeons. Other than electricity, that's like most of town. That it is. That it is. Funny. What? I just met this guy over by the church steps. He was also hanging by himself and playing music. Small world. Hehe. Well, small town at least. Definitely. See ya. Holy shit, that's a lot of birds. Hey.
Hey,
What?
wanna hang out?
I got plans later.
Okay, well, I don't think you're gonna get kidnapped or anything.
Yeah, sure.
Hop on my bike,
Really? Where is it?
tied up behind the food donkey. I guess you could, like, run behind.
Okay, fine. You sure your bike's gonna be safe?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's been in that shed for years. Sorry you fell off.
It's cool. I feel so alive.
Scrapes are cool like that.
I hit my head pretty hard.
Did you hurt your brain?
Nah, I got a thick skull.
That's cool.
So what are we doing here?
Do you trust me?
Never thought about it before.
Okay, bye.
Oh my god, Germ! Oh geez, dude!
Hey,
What the hell, man?
jump, it's fine.
Oh, for real? Dude, you scared me to death.
Why? You jump off big stuff all the time.
Yeah, but like, that's in town. Nice flat ground. Not like I can just go jumping off cliffs and whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot you grew up in town.
So what are we doing here?
I come here a lot. Wanted to show you something.
You hang out at a sewer pipe?
I mean, not exclusively. I saw like 10 rats down here once.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so
I started coming down here a few months ago to, like, just hang.
okay.
And I noticed. Oh, hey, Rabies.
Ah!
Rabies is my sewer friend.
Its name is Rabies.
His name is Rabies.
His name is Rabies.
I found him when they pulled that body out of here. After that big flood a few months ago.
Oh, neat.
He was sad and wet and hungry, so I brought him chips and ice cream.
Sounds right.
And I wanted the other possums to not pick on him, so I named him after something they're all afraid of.
This is the best story ever.
He's so rad. Hey, Rabies. Speak.
Oh my god.
He's gonna rule this whole ravine someday. You be nice to May, okay, Rabies? I love him. You got any pets? I got some rats downtown. Sweet. So there's like weird stuff on the walls in here? Ancient cave paintings. Not new, at least. What do you think it means? Ravies' Trash King. It's a prophecy. Written by ancient hobos. There's like all kinds of secret places like this around town. I'm like the only person to really map the... Hey, Rabies, what you got there? Oh my god! Is that a fiasco bar? You want me to unwrap that for you, guy? Holy effing crap. He is the best. You should take him home. No way, he'd pee all over everything. And dig a hole in the wall and live there. Oh yeah. Rabies is wild. Let him be wild. Ah! Look, he's eating it! See ya. Hi, Germ. How did he get over this thing? I can't jump that. No way he could have. There's no hole. How did he do it? I mean, I guess he could really be a ghost. I think he's a ghost. What's out there? Do I know you? No. Oh. Aren't you Greg's cousin? You really look like his cousin. Not his cool cousin Jen, like the other cousin. No. Who are you then? Why are you here? I'm trying to find your city council. Town council? We're a town. Right. Why are you looking for them? Supposed to be demoing an infrastructure and municipal services management program. What? Helps you manage things like snowplows and broken hydrants and stuff. Oh yeah, we have those sometimes. I just figured it'd be helpful. I don't know, lots of places are just scared of new things. Just want to keep things like they are forever, falling apart. It's frustrating. You are really into this, huh? I mean, it's my job, so... I had a job. I baked groceries. Could you program something to make that job not suck? Well, soon it's all going to be done by robots anyway, so... Jeez, yeah. Huh. I got it! You're Donna's cousin! Yeah. She used to babysit me. Oh wow, are you the kid that killed the bird with her mace? It was an accident, and I was like 9. I thought it was perfume or something. I thought the bird would like it. Well, you were 9. It died, like, instantly. Just... hack. Woof. Dead. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Good luck. Try not to kill anything. No promises. Alright, let's go to the graveyard of B. Did you want to go check out the graveyard? Actually, yeah, let's do that. The graveyard. Foggy. Always got that evening fall fog. Collects between the ridges. It's spooky. I don't know. Good spooky. I get really sad because it's not here year round. Well, there's the statue. Ooh, also spooky. I thought you were, like, actually kind of afraid. I mean, I am, but, like, whatever. So we wait here. Yeah. And the ghost shows up. This isn't dumb. Don't act like this is dumb. Hey, I'm along for the ride. Know any ghost stories? Not off the top of my head. Okay, what's scary? Things are like monumentally screwed right now. And no one in power gives a shit. Or they're actively making it worse. Out of spite or profit. Whoa, jeez. I meant like a skeleton or something. Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. We'll have a spook off. I say something, and you make it spookier. Alright. How about this? A skeleton outside your window. A regular stranger person outside your window. He's smiling. And he's from the bank. Oh, come on. He's here to tell you they're gonna take your house. This is just depressing. And he's a zombie. Okay, fine, that works. Zombie bank guy. All the things you're afraid of are boring. The scariest stuff is like really, really boring. Oh my god, Beatrice. What were we supposed to be doing? Watching a statue or something? This is dumb. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna go visit my mom. She's right down there. Oh, okay. Give me a minute or two, okay? Totally no problem. Sorry. Sorry about what? About your mom and all. It's okay. It happens. Cool. I'll check out some graves. Alrighty. I took a class on death and dying when I couldn't get into the dinosaur class back at school. It's like something I actually know about. Cool. I'll meet you back up here then. Let's check out the Graver 3. Alright, let's go check out some graves. Standard headstone. Nothing fancy. Clearly religious. 95 years, wow. When she was born, the most high-tech thing was horses. She had to, like, look out the window to see a horse. And now we have, like, pictures of horses on the internet.
Like any horse you can think of. She saw us from horses to internet horses. Decent run. Aw, dang. Lived like 14 years. That's not enough time. Probably never said anything anyone could understand. You should get off at least one good sentence in life. Hey. Evening. Evening. What you up to, bud? Looking for a ghost when my friend visits her mom's grave. You? I'm the grave digger, groundskeeper, what have ya. Can we talk shop for a second? Shoot. Do you dig the graves with a shovel? Do you get spooked out here all by your lonesome? Nah, I work here. Tends to take the spook out of the place. This job pay well? You thinking about digging graves? Depends on the pay. Not much. Oh. I'm a wedding DJ on the side. Friggin' sweet. I will rock you hard. Sounds great, my man. Well, see ya. Good luck finding your ghost. Ooh, fancy. This guy was a fancy guy. Okay, I'm gonna guess. He crashed his bike. Oh yeah, I bet it was like he was racing to his sweetie's house to beg her not to leave town, and he took a dangerous curve too fast and went flying off a cliff. And his last words, whispered into the rain in midair, were, "Actually, I love my bike more. Please put it on my grave, okay?" Jeez, B. How long does a mom visit take? Tick-tock, Beatrice. We got places to be. Holy crap, I'm a jerk. We can't look at Beatrice's mom's grave. Hey. How'd it go? Fine. She's still there. Were you worried that, you know how we've been having sinkhole problems in town? Yes. That's what was wrong with your street. Anyway, my mom's buried in a pretty low spot. Couldn't afford the hill. So I was worried. Like, you're worried the ground's just gonna, like, cave in? What part of sinkhole is difficult to understand? We're in a graveyard. They shouldn't make these where sinkholes are a problem. Yeah, and they shouldn't build towns that flood. And yet here we are. Okay. You ready? You know, when I was down there, I think I heard music from the top of the hill. And like, voices. Huh, that's, spooky. Yeah, not sure what's going on up there. Let's go find out. You coming? Oh yeah, sure. Ho, weary travelers! You seek answers among the dead, but they shall give you none. Oh wow. Hey guys. Do you know these kids? Haha, yeah, we've met. What are y'all doing? Okay, so we are the gatekeepers of the gate. There's a literal gate you're sitting in front of. We govern who shall pass and who shall remain. Alright, well, answer us these questions truthfully. What? And you may pass into the realms of the dead. Okay. Fine, whatever. Get on with it. First question. Have you ever done it? You can just call it sex. We're grown-ups here. Well, we are, at least. Answer! Yes. It was fantastic. Really? No, I'm very much lying. Oh, okay. And you? Yeah. What? When? Summer before 11th grade. Really? How did I not know this? This was when you weren't talking to me. Who? Who did this happen with? You don't know him. It was at math camp. Math camp? What is math camp? You go and do like math stuff and camp stuff and apparently have lots of sex. It wasn't good. Top-notch math though. This is boring. Next question. Jeez, fine. Describe your dream date. These are the stupidest questions. Yeah, don't you want to ask something like spooky at least? Dream date! Okay, fine. He'd be tall, dress cool, really smart, likes good music, and we go to the movies. Boring! You! Wrestling. Like you're gonna wrestle or you're gonna like watch wrestling? We could wrestle. I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. But they'd have to be like grrr. Because I don't even want to date someone who's not grrr. So you're gonna wrestle this person. Yeah, they'd be super tough and cool. And we'd be all tired and dirty and bleeding. And then we'd like lay on the floor and tell each other secrets. That's actually really sweet. I guess. What do you want from me? Next question. What is your most embarrassing experience? What? Just go with it. Answer! One time, I farted in front of the class. That's it? What were you expecting? Okay, that sucked. Now you go. Oh God. One time in college, there was this cute girl I saw at the cafeteria, like a few times a week. I guess our schedules lined up or something. Which is weird about college, it's like a little town. Cut to the chase! Jeez. Okay, so I got up the nerve to talk to her, and I followed her out into the hallway, and I don't know why, but I shouted, "Hey!" And she turned around, and all I could do was wave. Oof. This is funny. And then I turned around and tried to walk away all cool. But I ran into this door frame right behind me, and it hurt. I staggered back and fell into the trash can outside the cafeteria, and my face went into trash spaghetti. Holy shit, dude. Continue! And I like flailed until the trash tipped over, and I got up, and the girl she'd watched all of it, and I tried to give her the smile like I'd somehow meant to do that, but it turns out I'd swallowed some of the trash spaghetti, and I puked all over myself. No wonder you came home. Oh, shut up. Wow, that's messed up. I'm going to throw up. Thanks for nothing. You have come face to face with your lowest moment. You may pass unburdened. Unburdened? Yeah, for real. Okay, let us pass already. The power to pass was in your hands all along. What? What the effing hell? You may go. God damn it. Go to hell, teens. I hate everything right now. Forget it. Let's go. So, like, ghosts. Ghosts? Like, I don't know if I believe in them, but yeah? So, you know how you said you've been seeing ghosts at night? I mean, I don't super believe it's not just dreams, because obviously it's dreams. Okay, that's certainly your take on it. But, like, did you ever see my mom? No. I mean, I can't really tell. And I don't think the ghosts were, like, people. Like, they're not sitting around being ghosts. It's more like echoes. Echoes of shit that happened and people that were here. Oh. Trust me, none of the places looked like super much fun. Your mom was rad as hell. Too rad to hang there. Haha, that's like... I appreciate you trying to turn this around. I'm doing my best, Beatrice. Alright, anyway. So the bad news is that we're locked out by that big-ass gate. Why make a giant gate in a graveyard? To keep people like you out and stop what you're probably gonna do? Yeah, well, we'll never know for sure. Alright. Well, I'm not climbing it. So, go do your thing. My thing? You're good at this kind of thing. Brute force and shit. Jeez, gotta do everything around here. It's your ghost. I'm just the driver. Fine, hang out. I'll be back. I sure hope nobody saw that. We're gonna get sued. I don't think anyone's back here. And it's getting late. You're welcome, by the way. Yeah, see... I told you you're good at this. My back hurts. So what do we need to do? I'm gonna go find Little Joe's grave. And if he doesn't show up, I'm gonna knock on it until he does. You're not allowed to destroy anything, May. Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's go. Joe Shade. Yeah, this is him. Ground here's all swampy. Ugh, gross. So what do we do here? I guess I'm gonna just look around for ghosts. Don't make this a thing. It's not a thing. It's cool. May, I am here for you right now. Sorry, you had a tone. Tone stowed. Thank you. Any ghosts over there? No, B. You know. I'd say, ha ha ha. Okay, okay. I found some old stuff. What kind of old stuff? Graves? Wow. This grave is for a horse, I think. I don't think they ever buried horses in people graves. Imagine that big horse-sized coffin. Imagine. This is stupid. What were you expecting? Something. It's just stupid. He didn't pop out of the ground or anything. Is that what you were expecting to happen? This is stupid. I'm gonna smash his shit up. Whoa, dude, hold up. No. Wakey, wakey, little Joe. That didn't sound good. Holy shit. Holy shit. What did you do? You were right. About what? I didn't tell you to do that. About the sinkholes. We're lucky it wasn't deeper. Wait, is that... Yeah, that's a coffin. Oh, crap. So we're gonna open it, right? No, we're not gonna open a coffin with a rotting corpse in it. B, it's been a long time. He's not rotting anymore. We've got more Mr. Miranda situation going on here. Jeez, God, we are not doing this. We are leaving. Aren't you kind of curious, at least? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. You're doing it. I'm standing here. Okay. Okay. I'll count to 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ah! So what? Foul play? Who knows? We're detectives. We're not. We're like criminal vandals. Or like grave robbers or something. Those two. We're a lot of things right now. Shh. What? So there's someone back there watching us. Oh God. I don't know where they went. Just like out of the corner of my eye. Is it? I don't know, but we need to leave now. It could be the ghost. No, we're gone now. Okay, fine, jeez. Well, that was weird, huh? Weird? That was not weird. That was a crime. Did you see the ghost? He was there. How do you know the ghost is a dude? Okay, fine. But he was there. May, it was the groundskeeper or something. Investigating who was ruining his graveyard. How do you know the groundskeeper is a dude? Oh, shut up. Rah! I saw the effing ghost. We saw someone. There are other people in the graveyard, you know. Ugh, whatever. We're leaving before the cops get here. Skull hole. Hey, Dad. Hey, you. You okay? Yeah, weird night. You look really worn out. Yeah. Jeez, I am sore tonight. Need a back brace or something. How do you do it? Do what? Always running and jumping around all crazy? I don't know. I mean, I'm really out of shape. I don't think I've ever been in shape. I used to be, but that was because of my job. New job don't require much like that. Yeah. Heard you and your mom went on an adventure today. Haha, yeah. She talked about it all through dinner. You should, be home for dinner sometime. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, go to bed, you. Will do. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, yo, yo. Dude. Hey, hey, hey. How was your spooky night? Dude, we went to the cemetery, and we accidentally, opened a coffin. It was totally like a corpse of the ghost. Or, you know what I mean. Whoa! And it was like effing nuts, man. Did you see your ghost? I totally did. Must be on the right track. Dude's probably pissed that you messed with his grave. Oof, you're right. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to bed. Good job on, all of that. You know it, dude. Good night as hell, brah. Good night as F. Hey, B, you awake? I very much am. Doing bills and eating a grilled cheese. What's up? Hey, sorry. I kinda wrecked the cemetery. I know that's not something you'd normally want to do. It's okay. I know you didn't mean to. I mean, what's a grave to file in there, too? How about that ghost, though? May, seriously, it was the groundskeeper. I thought you believed in ghosts. I do. Kinda, I think. Why couldn't that have been a ghost? I just don't assume every person is a ghost. Everyone could be a ghost. Am I a ghost, May? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Just haunting me forever? I'd make you learn how to drive at the very least. But anyway, how could you even make him out anyway? It was so foggy. I could tell, okay? I could feel it. Honestly, we're lucky it was so foggy, or he'd be able to identify us to the police. Ah! Fine, whatever. I'm sorry I made you mad. It's fine, it's fine. Thanks for going with me. I drove. You came with me. Okay, thanks for going. You're welcome. Get some sleep. You need it. I so do. Night, dude. Good night. There's the football helmet. And the axe. And the Dracula teeth that we got today. Bedtime? Yep. On her futon. I can't see anything. Hello? Can you talk? Yes. For some reason, you're the first thing I've ever thought to talk to. Are you God? No. Oh. So, seconds ago, little creatures are coming, and they are asking if I am God. And I am asking what God is, and they are telling me. And I am not this God, and this God is nowhere. Well, that's where faith comes in, I guess. Little creatures are explaining faith, and moments ago is the beginning. And I am here then, and here now, and there is nowhere for God to be hiding. So what am I doing here? Monstrous existence. No, I mean, what am I doing here? What are you? What are those other giant animals? Have I been seeing ghosts? There were like bits of the world. I think I was on a train, but it was like a town. It's all... Ugh, I lost it. Okay, so... a great beast is walking through the sands, and they are climbing into the air, and now they are making a tear, and now they are gone, and now you are here. Tear? With their hooves, they are making a tear. Little creatures are wandering through the air, and they are dragging in places and echoes of lives, and they are asking me about God. My head hurts. I am going to tell you something, little creature. You are swimming further and further out to sea, and beyond are things blind and terrible, and I am showing you now. Ah! Oh God, oh God! They are blind, but they are seeing you, and you are coming to them. After this, you are not returning here. I am climbing into the air and closing the sky. Closing the sky? Yes. Okay. I will tell you a second thing. There is a hole at the center of everything, and it is always growing. Between the stars, I am seeing it. It is coming, and you are not escaping. And the universe is forgetting you, and the universe is being forgotten, and there is nothing to remember it, not even the things beyond, and now there is only the whole. So, does anything mean anything? This is not a question worth answering.
What about my home? What about my friends? Soon they are dying. Soon they are rotting. You are atoms, and your atoms are not caring if you are existing. Your atoms are monstrous existence. Then why am I here, goddammit? Why was I chosen to see all of this? Where is this going? Little creature, you are not chosen. There is no one to choose you. This is going nowhere. We are not meeting again, and the universe is forgetting you, and I am remembering you. But not because I am caring. The beginning is moments ago. The end is moments away. There is no time to forget before all is forgotten. Goodbye, little creature. And that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you for joining me for today's play bit. I dug up a grave, had an adventure with her mom, had an adventure with Germ, had an adventure with the trash guy. It was a busy day for me. I will see you all again very soon. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment if you'd like. I will get back to you in the comments. And again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you have a pleasant day.